I'm very pleased to be interviewing Howard Horowitz, who's the president of Horowitz Associates. Thank you so much for your time today.
Thank you, Charlene, for having me.
So, Howard, tell us a little bit about your background. How did you get to where you are today?
Oh, boy, I guess I'll have to date myself with that question. But I founded Horowitz Associates, Inc. in 1985. So our 26th anniversary is coming up in
Congratulations,
July.
Wow.
I got there, actually, with a BA in psychology and then a master's degree in political science. Worked for political polling companies in the late 70s. Actually did some interesting work on Bill Clinton's gubernatorial campaign, on Daniel Moynihan in New York, Zell Miller, I hate to admit it, in Georgia. Political polling companies are connected to the media. And back then, paid television was a political issue. Some of us might recall ads in the theater that said, ban pay TV at the time. So, it being a political issue, I did some interesting policy work for this polling company on the issue of pay TV. To make I guess a long story shorter, I got recruited from that company by Arthur D. Little, a consulting company out of Boston, no longer there, to work at in management at their opinion research division that was located in Princeton. Their key strategic item that they were hiring me for was cable television. That was high on their list of up-and-coming new businesses. They turns out had just invested the pension fund had just invested $40 million with Amos Hofstadter and Continental, so they were very interested. I had this strange background of having done survey research on the media business, a business that only in the past eyeballs had been counted, so I didn't know it then, but I had this niche skill that very few other people had, and I developed it Arthur D. Little Opinion Research developed it to me in my 3-year tenure with them. I started the Cable Video Research Center, and during that tenure was hired by the NCTA to do a major research project on America's urban, suburban cable markets that had not yet been built, and I was asked to answer a key question. That one question was, who will pay for television when television is free? That was an extremely interesting question. We developed a project, and then we delivered the NCTA segmentation study and answered that question. There were people interested in everything cable television might offer, from documentaries to sports to entertainment, people interested in sports, people interested in movies, and we delivered those results to the cable industry. I like to think that from that study, such networks as Discovery, A&E, MTV, were all pretty much launched and carried on the basis of that. They were launched prior, but really got their footing and carriage by the operators who realized there was demand, and they should build these systems, and the programmers would populate the dark pipe that they had, and the dark pipe would give the programmers access to the consumer. So hence I was sort of a part of this whole marrying of interests that led to the cable television business. That basically launched my career as a specialist in doing research for the two parts of the business: cable television operators, the major MSOs and systems on the one hand, and the programmers on the other. Well, that sort of gets us very close to where we are today, and of course we've gotten more sophisticated and we do more and more research in this space, and it's a successful story, I think, for both the industry and for us.